Right now we're going to talk about practice. That's something, really important for a young team. It can make or break you. If you're not getting enough practice in or you're not getting quality practice in, then it's really going to make the difference. It's not always about if you play every weekend. It's about the quality of practice you get through doing drills and playing quality teams and setting goals and accomplishing them.
You don't want to go out and play against a team that is basically below you in skill level, that you go out there and have, no competition, go out there every game and just smash them off the field. That's about the worst thing you can do for your team. That does you absolutely no good. You go out there, you get overconfident, you do things that won't work against better teams.
If you play higher quality teams, they're going to expose what your weakness is, and you're going to be able to take the drills that we show you, apply them to what you're doing wrong, and improve your team. When you're building a young team, it's more important to have dedication than it is talent. If a guy can't make it, or he's got other issues or other plans, other life goals that aren't to the best of the team, then it's going to hurt the team overall.
A lot of teams pick up players that have bad attitudes in practice. It's more important to focus on not winning or losing, but learning from the field. A bad attitude player is going to yell and scream about winning or losing, and it's going to bring down the team morale, and it's going to hurt the practice and not make it fun for the other players. It's going to be important for your team to set a schedule for practice. If you're all going to agree to show up at 8, show up at 8. Don't show up at 9:30 and have your other teammates mad at you. It just starts off the day wrong. You want to show up early enough, like 8 a.m., so that way you have time to warm up. If you don't warm up, you're going to get injuries, and injuries aren't going to help you in the tournament because you're going to be injured, you're going to be barely able to play, and you want to warm up as a team together. You're warming up together, you're already thinking about the day together, you're discussing how the field looks, and teamwork's all about doing things together.
Being prepared as an individual helps the team out tremendously during a practice. You got to have your own batteries, your water, your food, your paint, your paper towels, anything that you might need. Make sure your gun's working, your air system, your hopper, a backup if possible. Anything that might hinder the day from going bad, you need to be prepared yourself individually.
Hello friends, this is Todd Martinez from Team Dynasty. The first drill that we're going to talk about is going to be the sweet spotting drill. In this drill we work on shooting lanes off the break and concentrating on putting our paint in a proper place or a proper zone.
The best way to practice this drill is to have one person run from the back center to a corner and have a player in the back center turning and practicing a sweet spot. The one thing that the back center player needs to work on is making sure that his body's in the right position in the flag station and being comfortable turning and shooting his gun into a specific spot on the field.
One of the most important things that we need to realize when doing these drills is that we need to be able to do it at a level where we're comfortable before we start doing it at a level that is very advanced. So in this next drill where we work on wrapping, controlling, putting somebody in, and then making a move, we're going to start off by shooting targets and then work into doing it with another person.
The way we designed this drill is to set up 2 mirrored bunkers and a bunker to the inside the bunker that you're playing from.
I'm going to put a stream on that, then I'm going to put a stream over there.
What you need to do is lean out, take a couple snapshots to gain dominance on the person that's in your mirror, and then be able to wrap and put another stream on the inside. If you stay out too long, you'll come out, get your face blown off, and be curled up on the floor like Thomas Taylor normally does.
The next drill we're going to cover is zone control. What this covers is how to keep players from moving on the field. Being able to control your zone is an important part of X-ball. You want to stay posted on lane so the other team cannot advance. If he gets shot at, he just stays out. Unless he gets hit, he stays on the zone and never gives it up. Once he comes off or blinks, the guy's going to make the move. The hardest guy to move against is the guy that never goes in. For this drill, you have one person protecting the zone while another player tries to cross that lane. The person protecting that zone must stay posted the entire time. The drill is over when either the player moves or the person holding the zone is shot.
When you're holding zones, you're going to shoot a lot of paint. If your gun is down to reload, you lose control of that zone for 5 seconds. That's enough time for the other team to advance through the zone. Practice reloading while keeping your gun posted.
This next drill we're going to show you is a reaction drill. So you're going to have a zone where you know they're going to try and fill, and you need to shoot at a target and then try and shoot the target as it runs out. Paintball being a reaction sport, you need to work on this as much as possible.
Start out posted on the lane, but make sure you can't see where the runner is starting. The runner can start at any time. Try to shoot the runner before he reaches the bunker.
That's done.
Next drill we're going to talk about is going to be running and gunning. Running and gunning is one of the most important fundamentals of paintball.
For the running and gunning drill, you want to set up with target in the back center. Then break out to a corner while shooting and make sure you hit the target. The most important part of this drill is keeping your upper body still so your aim isn't thrown off as you move to the corner. A variation of this drill is to set up targets on the outside in order to practice running and shooting straight ahead.
You also want to practice switching hands while on the run. Set up targets on the left and the right. Run through the field shooting each target. You want to work on switching hands on this drill without slowing down.
The next drill we're going to do is called the power out drill. And basically what it is, off the breakout, when you run to a specific spot, say like right here, you run it exactly out as quick as possible, you shoot, gain control of your mirror, keep on shooting them the whole time, and then you make your next move to the next bunker safely.
Have 2 players break out to opposite bunkers. Gain control of your mirror, then proceed to the next bunker without getting shot. Once the player is advanced or gets hit, end the drill and start over. Now we're going to cover how to maintain control in the field. We've just showed you how to initially get the control in the breakout. Now we're going to show you how to move and maintain that control as you go down the field. The goal in this drill is going to be get to the 50 as fast as possible. You're going to be one-on-one with another player, and the whole time, every time you move, you're going to want to maintain controlling the zones and moving up the field, because he's going to be moving at the same time. So every time you dive in a spot, you got to get your gun up and get back on that guy and control him. Make it to the 50, the drill ends, you start over. X-ball is a sport where you do things over and over and over, and you keep coming out point after point. So in all these drills, you can spend a whole day with your team just doing these drills over and over and over and working on building your team. Or after you've had a practice, wherever you feel you've had a weakness, say your sweet spotting wasn't very good, controlling your zones wasn't very good, you can take one of those drills, grab a few players at the end of the day, pick out what drill you want to do, and just run through it at the end of the day. Usually when you play a brand new field, you're going to go out and just play it. Try and gather as much information as possible and figure out what's working. Usually you have 2 lines that are running, and some guys are going to do some things better than others. So after you come off a 12-game set, you're going to go back to the parking lot. You're going to discuss what's working for some guys, what's working for other guys, and you're going to trade information to figure out what's going to work best. So when you go out for your next set, you know what to try and what not to try, and you can attack the field with new goals.
Towards the end of the day, everyone starts running out of steam. Got guys in the team that still want to play, still have paint left, you should encourage them to do so, you know. But make it productive. Don't just go out there and shoot targets or, you know, shoot a case of paintballs into the woods. Just go out on the field, play against each other, work on drills, work on one-on-ones, work on two-on-twos, work on snap shooting. Things that can help the team for the tournament. Something that's going to add to the success of a young team is team building off the field. So you want to, make a commitment to go eat dinner after practice. That way you guys can hang out, tell stories, talk about the day, have fun, talk about your other life other than paintball. Get used to being with a person off the field and not only on, and that's going to make things run a lot smoother at the events.